Big story time in today's video. Chat gives advice on how to go up to a stranger at a store who we think plays Hollow Knight. Call her Hornet, see how she reacts.
God, chat, please help. Please, chat, help me.
It is completely unhinged. And then, if that wasn't enough in today's story time, we talked to another chatter who leaves 5-star Google reviews to get free stuff from small businesses and then deletes the review after they acquire the goods. Doubter and Raging Wolfhelm. Chat, you think I make this stuff up? I don't, man. And this is about the hop and call, the banter to try to understand that. Hope you guys enjoy or at least learn something from this video. Chat, I can run in any circle. I think that's one of my few gifts. I can run in any circle. You want me to hang with the nerds? I can. You want me to hang out with the programmers? I can. You want me to hang out with the Giga Chads? I can. You want me to go under the viaducts, hang out with the techno goth? I can. I can doesn't mean I will. I would draw the line at the Pittsburgh convention. You would cringe out of your gourd in some circles. Like the Hollow Knight Discord you're a part of, Tibelius? My new bug costume came in. I will say this though. I moved UPS stores, so like I have a new PO box. And my old the old PO box I had, the people were amazing. Like I just went there a lot, so like they were all super kind. We always like had a little back and forth. Like sometimes like don't tell anyone this. Sometimes companies will send me stuff, I'll open it and be like, look, I don't want this. So I give it to like, and it's like sealed stuff, I'll give it to the employees there. So like sometimes I'd walk in and I wouldn't have my like PO box key. So they'd be like, oh, I got you. Like, hey, I'll get it for you because you need like a key to open the PO box. And it got to the point where like they would see me coming and they would just have the stuff ready. I wouldn't ask. I just was really appreciative that they would do that. So like it was a little sad. I had, I moved PO boxes. So I'm like, I'm not going to see these people again. And also I'm not going to get this amazing service anywhere else. So I've been to like the new PO box like 3 or 4 times. And on the 4th time I walk in and this girl's like, hey, like I pulled your stuff out of your box for you. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you don't even know my name. You don't know, like, I don't know who you are, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you. And like I told my wife, I'm like, you don't get service like this anymore. Like what an amazing store. I walk out to the parking lot and I see a car. I'm not saying it's hers. I see a car and takes up like one of the back 3rd windows. There's a massive Hollow Knight alternate character sticker. I don't know that it's hers, but I may ask her next time I go in. So, Hollow Knight people are very kind. Like chat, to get that kind of service, it's incredible. Call her Hornet, see how she reacts.
God, chat, please help. Please, chat, help me. Chat, please help. Please help. Chat, please help me. Please. He didn't just say that. I know Louis just didn't say that in chat. I know he didn't. Oh, man. Oh. No, I'm not gonna call someone the name of a character in a video game in real life. I'm not doing that. There's so many other options. Be like, hey, you like video games? I see the Hollow Knight sticker. Who's the Hollow? There's so many other ways to breach the topic besides calling the girl Hornet. Like, are we okay? Like, I feel like I'm responsible for that comment. Like, I haven't taught you. Like, I feel like you've been around enough. Like, that's on the no-no list. You don't do that with normies that you don't know. Like, we should know better. Louis, you've got your real name in Twitch chat. Louis Berg. Louis, where did I go wrong, man? Where did I go wrong? Please tell me. No, I'm not gonna do that for the bit. Unlike IRL streamers today on Twitch, I don't use IRL real life people for bits, man.
I saw yesterday on TikTok, man. Someone did that to the wrong guy. There was this broccoli-haired kid. He went up to Busta Rhymes and was like, yo, Tracy Morgan, I love you. And Busta Rhymes was like, didn't let the kid get away from it. Stood on business and put the 13-year-old broccoli-haired kid in his place, man. The kid crumbled, man. He was crying like a leaf, man. It was like the best thing I'd seen all day, man. You don't say that to Busta Rhymes, let alone anyone, man. Most people like just brush it off. Busta Rhymes, like just because you're 13 with broccoli-haired kid, that doesn't give you TikTok immunity. So, Louisburg, to answer your question, I am not gonna go up to the girl from UPS and call her Hornet. You wanna know what I did? The next time I was in the store, she was there and she did it again. I said, hey, is your manager here? She goes, yeah, he's right there. Why? Like, look kind of nervous. Like, don't worry about it. You talk about Derek Yu glazing. The service she gave, you would have said that it was Derek Yu Shiggy level glaze. I'm like, how do we get her a promotion, a bonus? Because you don't get this kind of service anymore. Probably gave her a temporary heart attack. I do like doing that. Sometimes I go, can I see your manager? Just to get a little heart palpitation, and then I'll hit him with the glaze. Have you ever complained to a manager about something? No, and I'm gonna tell you this. Yesterday was about as close as I've ever come, but I'm just like, I'm not that guy, pal. So you know that guy that was in my office yesterday? There was some like HVAC stuff that needed to be replaced or like that stopped working in here. And he goes, oh, we could do the whole thing, or you could replace the part, or we could get a whole new one. It's about the same price. Like, okay, like these guys have done work for me before, so I'm like, I looked it up, and I get everyone's got to make some money. I get it, you know. So I looked up how much the part was, and they were gonna charge me 65% more than I could buy the part for myself, plus labor. Look, I get it, man. Like, you gotta make a chunk on the freight, all that stuff, but 65%. I'm like, who do you think I am? So I'm like, okay, they either think I'm dumb or this is their business. So what I did, because I go in there all the time, I see the guy, you know, it just is what it is. So I see the guy, I'm like, I've done some business with this guy. So I call him, I go, hey, like, if I just buy this, can you guys install it? Well, we typically don't do that. We typically don't do that. Because, you know, it's a liability, warranties. I'm like, okay, well, like, I just found it like 65% less. He goes, well, our markup's only about 20 to 22%. And right there, I'm like, you know what? Have a great day, my guy. And I was like, that's as close as I'm like, man, like, how many people just take it, you know? And I'm like, should I leave a bad Google review? And it was, because he just flat out lied. And I'm like, you know what? My Google review is gonna be in the form of going to the business in the same genre he's in across the street and giving that company my business. Like, I get it. If there's like a 20% markup, even like 25%, I get it, man. But like, come on, man. I'm not gonna. But I feel like, I don't know. I'm not a believer in like doing that. I learned from a smart individual. Like, I'm not a bad Google review guy. I'm like, hey, I'll take my ball and play at someone else's court. Because then I feel like then you're rolling around in the mud with them, and people are like, well, then other people aren't gonna know. Well, I don't know, man. The energy, to me, it's like where you want to put your energy. And no judgment if you leave bad Google reviews. I use your bad Google reviews all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like reading them and informing monetary decisions based off the Google reviews you leave. I do. But I'm just not one to leave a bad one. I'll leave a good one. But also, I don't leave good ones because my real name's tied to it, and I don't want any Big Brother situation to happen at a place of where I frequent. I only gives reviews to places that give me free stuff for doing it, then I just delete the review after. Doubter and Raging Wolfhelm. Chat, you think I make this stuff up? I don't, man. I don't. People tell you who they are. You just have to take that in and decide if you want to believe it or not. I guess he hates local small businesses. Like, literally. I get leaving a Google review for free stuff, but deleting it after? He hates local, he hates small town businesses, man.
Hop in the Discord. What's that? Need advice on how to propose?
Where should you go for a free review? Hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna do it, then delete it. Call me Law, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, bud? How are you?
Not too bad. Just trying to wrap up some work here.
Good. What do you do for work?
Commercial real estate.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, if you don't mind, could you, for context, tell everyone what you typed in chat? We're talking about Google reviews and if you leave them, if you don't leave them.
Yeah, I said I only leave reviews if they give me free stuff, then I just go and delete it.
I noticed you're laughing. Like, well,
Yeah, because I don't really do it to everyone. I only do it to specific companies.
Okay, so like, let's just for a little more context, let's just make up like a similar scenario. So like maybe you take an example of how and when you've done this with like maybe the same genre of business without actually doxing. But so like, what would be an example of the type of business, the freebie you would get, the review you would leave?
So like, for example, just this other day, I was ordering food from a restaurant. Pretty standard occurrence, I would say.
Okay.
And I don't mind this stuff, but when they then ask for my phone number and then text me immediately after I pick up the food and say, how is your service? Can you click on our link and fill out a quick survey for us, and we'll give you 5% off your next meal or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I'll do it for the 5%, and then just instantly delete it.
So, and how do you feel about that?
Well, it's the people who then sell my information to other people, so then I get bombarded with spam texts because of that, is what really makes me mad. That's what really makes me mad.
So you take it out on the local mom and pop business?
This ain't a local mom and pop business, just FYI. I would never do it to a local mom and pop business. This is a mega corporation that's doing this to me.
That's doing it to you. They're making you fill out the Google review and then deleting it after you obtain free equity from them?
No, that's just a perk they're giving me, and then I'm taking my review back. They don't have to give me the 5% off or whatever they're giving me.
Yeah, but some would consider that like a handshake agreement. You give review, you get 5% off, and you say, okay, I'll take that, and then behind your back, your fingers are crossed.
Well, it's not like I'm leaving them a bad review, though, right?
Yeah, but you're extracting the value from a handshake, and then you're saying, oh, the handshake, up to takesy backsies.
Would you do that to the IRS? Would you leave them a good review if they took your money?
I mean, we're walking on current events, brother, right there. It's more like, hey, would you, I don't see it. So, okay, so I don't see it. So rather than BM you, can you explain a little more? Like I want to believe you. I want to be like, oh, I could picture a world in which I could do that, but I'm not quite there yet.
Let me clarify this for you. Let me clarify this for you. Mom and pop stores, I would never do that to them. I support the local people 100%. It's the big corporations that are just doing this and they don't really give a shit that I more prefer to do this to. Local mom and pop, no, I would never do that because I myself am what would be classified as a small business in local mom. So I understand that aspect. So I would never do it to the local mom and pop. But if you're like, let's say Chipotle, just throwing out a name, they ain't a local mom and pop store. I'm just saying that.
But they make a pretty darn mean
Does that make sense?
burrito bowl. That's really good.
Well, sure, but so does Miss Anthony from down the street that owns a local burrito shop. She probably does it better.
So here's my question. What if you just didn't do it?
That's true, but if they're offering me free stuff for doing it, why wouldn't I take advantage of that?
Right, so it's the handshake deal.
And it's not like I said, it's not like I'm giving them a bad review.
Right, but you're saying, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then essentially you don't do it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But Dan, have you ever borrowed money from a friend and then never paid him back?
No.
I don't believe you.
Oh, you don't have to believe me. I've lent money to friends and they don't pay me back, and then in my head I said, you ever see Bronx Tale? It's not worth the $20. Now you know you can't lend him any money.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you're right. So you're just you're writing them off then, essentially.
Yeah. If someone, if I do a handshake, hey, I'm in tough times, I borrow money. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I'll pay you back.
Would you write them a bad review for it?
No.
Would you write them a bad review if there was like a?
No, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
What if he said though that he would only pay you back if he gives you if you give him a good review? Is that extortion then on his end, or what are your thoughts on that?
Someone coming to me to borrow money is their doing. I'm not saying, hey, would anyone like to borrow money? Leave me a good review. However, I will say this. I do think that it's just it's a different way of looking at life. I don't prescribe to that. You do. And you have a raging wolfhelm.
I don't know what that means, but I will accept it. I don't. Is that a bit? I don't know what that one is. Sorry.
No. So when you type in Twitch, next to your name is a raging wolfhelm, which is a Twitch icon.
Oh, that thing. I haven't changed that in like 2 years.
Which is typically associated with certain personality types and traits and preferences, and this like breaking a handshake deal is probably like one of the feathers in the raging wolfhelm hat.
Gotcha. So where do I go to see the list of raging wolfhelm traits and to know if I match it and I can change that then?
What? I think it's a perfect fit.
Can I see the traits then? Just so I know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the good news is, underneath every raging wolfhelm, there's opportunities to increase brand equity. You know what, Lol? I do have some respect for you for coming on here, sharing your viewpoint. Doubter and raging wolfhelm. So thank you for hopping on, man.
Yeah, no problem. And like I said, mom and pops, I'm perfectly okay with. I would never do that. But corpos, sorry. I mean, sorry. It is what it is.
See ya, man. I can't BM someone for how they think.
Thank you for the donation.
I can't BM for someone for how they think. He came in, gave an honest viewpoint, presented the opinion. I disagree with it. The only thing I can BM is the raging wolfhelm. What is wrong with the raging wolfhelm? That is an enigma that continues to evolve in front of us on a daily basis.
Chipotle. Tip $3. Hello. We have been informed of a certain chatter in the stream who fleeced us of $5 then deleted his Google review. That's almost enough for 2 TTS messages. We've also been informed that he uses a raging wolf helm. Never mind, he can keep the $5. Underscore?
CDR, thank you. Variety's the spice of life, man. If we all thought the same way about like taking something, leaving a review, and then deleting the review, if we all thought that like life wouldn't be as spicy, man. Same thing, hey, someone loans you some money, I don't gotta pay him back, man. Oh man, I don't gotta pay him back. No way, not happening.
Cool.
Moe's Southwest Grill. Tipped $3. We would never text you without your permission. We don't care if you delete your Google review. But you can keep your raging wolf helm.
Thank you for the donation. I appreciate your acquiescence.
Starbucks. Tipped $3. We have been informed by our co-partner, Chipotle, that there is a rogue chatter stealing our rightful 5% off to review pipeline strategy. Unfortunately, we will have to send a thermal ballistic missile to his location for the terms of service. Underscam?
I'm subscribing today, but please give me $3 back, with everybody saying.
If you haven't joined the videos and you're like, Dan, where's the full Zelda playthrough video? We're working on it. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And the full playthrough video is going to come out very soon. Thank you for watching.